American schools are hotbeds of anti-American brainwashing. Teachers and administrators are trained to indoctrinate and enforce ideological conformity. Submission is the norm. Crucible is the true story of one schoolboy's struggle against society's obsession with an anti-American ideology. This young man refused to surrender to the psychological abuse of his superiors and the violence of his peers. In Crucible, Child Patriot, American Victory, two visions of America collide. One is left standing. ASMR, Chuck Martel, Garage Party. did the elephant say to the naked anti-white man? How do you breathe through that little thing?
Circles of hell. Overexposed negatives with nothing left to mystery, carving a relief from a multicolored cameo shell. All these vacuous souls living their lives vicariously, as Dante invites us to witness the 9 circles of hell. Diminishing echoes in grand cathedrals, tiny churches. The eons pass, yet his words retain their sacred pertinence. Men wandering in limbo, resulting in fruitless searches. These mortal sins escalate from ignorance to arrogance. Sweaty wrists slowly glide along a neoprene canopy, bloodshot eyes gawking at a screen of stretched-out screaming harlots. Stark alienation exemplifies the solitary. Cleopatra and Dido become pornographic starlets. Endless aisles of sustenance overwhelming dulled senses, artificial scrapings rotting in a refrigerator. A postmodern cornucopia without consequences. The gluttony of the lowest common denominator. Among all sins to perceive as common human deficiency, simple hoggish traits that have often corrupted the virtuous. Stubby, sticky fingers taking everything without mercy. Self-serving petty desires that serve no higher purpose. Injustice, inequity, and a million grievances. Demoralizing passions transforming the benevolent. Empathy carries over, falling into many pieces, lost in blind fury, and their purpose becomes irrelevant. Equivocal declarations bewildering the faithful. Common circus performers dancing on a holy altar. Acquiesce to a narration inviting the disgraceful. By placating the devil, even the anointed falter. Strike to shatter bone and glass, fateful collars of self-pity, defiling the basilica of God's sacred creation, financiers who willfully bankrupt every town and city, tragically lost figures of a misguided false persuasion. Simulating grace representing numinous causes, sorcerers of legislation, barrators paid to deceive, false prophets spinning hatred with extravagant promises, liars, seducers, plagiarists deserve flames upon their feet. Those wretches who abandon brothers and nationality, destroying the innocent for moments of celebrity. All conniving, scheming murderers deserve no sympathy. Retribution comes in the form of bitter reality. Molten core flows from the darkest depths of this horrific space. In this province, there is not a single hymn nor homily. A 3-headed beast devours those who have defiled grace. Distorted clowns howl in the heart of this divine comedy.
And now it is time for a word from our sponsors. Been stuck indoors as of late?
Corona abs!
Not had much to do but stuff your face?
Corona abs!
Did you catch COVID-19 or did you get the COVID-19?
Corona abs!
Fret no more. Hate sit-ups? We hate them too. Hold on. Okay.
Corona abs!
Hate healthy food? Who doesn't? Just listen to this person. I wasn't suffering from quarantine, but in just 3 short days, I didn't go from this to this.
Corona abs!
Do not listen to this fake commercial if allergic to comedy. Symptoms of serious allergic reactions include purple hair, severe rash, walrusian mating calls, swelling of the face and neck, gender confusion, selective outrage, odd piercings, difficulty breathing, and swallowing. Tell your doctor right away if you have red or purple hair color in your urine, body-wide yeast infections, monomaniacal anti-white sentiments, or serious genital infection, as it may be life-threatening. Do not watch this fake commercial if you do not know your daddy or are on kidney dialysis. Other serious side effects may include dehydration, low blood sugar, and mania for baseless grievance politics. Stop watching and call your physician right away if you have symptoms of ketoacidosis or feel the urge to commit a hate hoax.
Corona abs.
There's a feeling that grips you in your chest, turns your thoughts to needles and manifests an awful mess. You'll spend the comfort of a caring caress, and just to be alone with melancholy as your sole request. There's a storm that's raging in your head, a silent kind of sorcery that forces you to stay in bed. It talks in paradoxes, tells you that the world isn't worthy of your genius, and breathing's more than you deserve. But all that keeps you here is 1,000 forms of fear. Leaves an aching in your bones, makes them heavier than stone, till your mind begins to clear of 1,000 forms of fear. When you're lost in a labyrinth of lies, the darkness seems a part of you and starts to creep behind your eyes. All you've lost takes the place of what you've won, and every minute thinking is another thing you should have done. It's a sickness, a virus of the mind, that replicates and emigrates to every living soul it finds. It keeps you timid because courage is the key, and courage is the knowledge of connection to the great unseen. And all that keeps you here is 1,000 forms of fear. It leaves an aching in your bones, makes them heavier than stone, till your mind begins to clear of 1,000 forms of fear. All that keeps you here is 1,000 forms of fear. It leaves an aching in your bones, makes them heavier than stone, till your mind begins to clear of 1,000 forms of fear.